Here we are going to talk about the different type of load balancer we can configure in your Azure. So if you talk about a different type of load balancer, generally we have three different types. That is your standard load balancers, your public load balancers and your internal load balancers. So here when I'm talking about the standard load balancers, here we have a lot of feature and you can use the complete data center in using your standard load balancers. Public load balancers are the load balancer you configure between your internal and your external traffics, while the private will be within the traffic or the internal will be within the traffic. So let us explore more about this kind of load balancers which we are going to use into your Azure. Very first I am going to talk about your Azure standard load balancers. Now once I talk about your standard load balancers, as we can say, it balances the load between the virtual machines which you are using into your infrastructure. It also increases the backend instance we generally created into your infrastructure for backup reason or for reliability or redundancies. And also we can create a pole size and the number of permit to your inbound NAT traffics. So NAT traffics, as we know, this is the traffic which is coming in and out of your public and private networks. And also we can support to your cross zone load balancing. So while we will talk about your different zones available into your Azure, we can create a different availability zones. So different zones if you have, you can also provide a particular load balancing between different zones, different infrastructures which are located into different zones you have created. And also it provides you an integration between your monitoring and the diagnostics which you have created. And also you have different two types of your standard load balancings called as your internet facing load balancing and your internal facing load balancing. If you talk about your internal facing load balancing, that means it is a load balancing which is done within the resources you have into your infrastructure, while the internet facing load balancing tells you you can balance the load between the traffic which are coming from the public network to your private network or to your infrastructure. Now again, if I talk about your standard load balancing, to some extent your standard load balancing is free of cost for preview purpose. But if you are going to use your standard load balancing, you need to pay some charges for it. So here are the charges which we are going to see or which we are going to pay for using our standard load balancing. Very first, if you are using a NAT rules. So if you are creating any rules, as we have seen, free during your preview period. And if you are using the first 5 rules, you need to pay 1.66 rupees per hour. As we know, it is very low charge which you are going to pay over here for using our rules into your load balancers. Same way, additional rules we have. So we have some additional rules. If you have created more than 5 rules, you need to pay 0.67 rupees per rule per hour. So if I have created 2 different rules, so I will be paying 0.67 rupees per rule for per hour. Same way, if we create any NAT rules, same way here it is again free into your preview period. But if you create first 100 rules, it is free for your load balancers. But if you are going to create more than 100 rules, you need to pay 0.67 rupees per rule per hour. Same additional data processing. Now if you have any particular load balancers which has different data processing which is to be done on while restricting the traffics or while you are defining any rules to it, again you need to pay 0.34 rupees per GB of data which you are going to use into your practical environment, and it is free during the preview period. So this is the charges we need to pay for using our standard load balancers if you are using in your practical environment. Same way, again if I talk about your public load balancers. So public load balancers we generally create for your public network or your incoming traffic from your public. Every cloud service gets free public load balancing, so you don't have to pay anything for using your public load balancers. So here you call it as a virtual IP. Generally you create this particular load balancers on the virtual IP you have created. Same way you can balance the load between the multiple virtual IP addresses. So it's not like that you need to create a virtual IP and one virtual machine and it will be balancing the load. You can also balance the load between multiple virtual IPs which you are using. Same way you can get additional VIP on the nominal charges. If you are going to use more IP, more than 5, then you need to pay extra for this particular VIPs which you are going to use. Same way you can assign up to 5 additional IP address to a single gateway or the single load balancers and balance your load within them. Same again we have about your private load balancers. So the difference between your public and private load balancer is only one thing. Public load balancers is for incoming traffic coming over the internet and your internal ports. Same way if you talk about your private load balancers, it only provide the load balancing between the resources generally you have inside your infrastructure. So here you can see the load balancing is done between the virtual machine that reside inside of your virtual network, that is your internal load balancing is done and it is completely free of charge for you. So this is what we have seen about your types of load balancer.